Hi, so this video, as you can tell from the title, is the top 10 books I wish I got to in 2018, and now I have over 450 books on my TBR shelf that I personally own, and so a lot of them are priorities and stuff, but there were at least 10 books I wanted to get to in 2018, but I didn't. So this is the video, so let's just get started. So the first one I have here is actually True Grit by Charles Portis, and I seen the 2010 remake of it that had a Haley Steinfeld in it, and I loved it. And I actually found this at a thrift store, and I grabbed it, and I really want to read it, and I just didn't get around to it last year, but it's definitely on my high priority list. But it's about this girl whose father was murdered, so she kind of hunts down this like a guy who knows how to like kind of like not really a tracker, but like knows how to hunt too. So she tries to get not really revenge, but gets justice from her dad's murder. So I really want to read this year, and I'm going to get to it. The next one is This House is Haunted by John Boyne, and this one I'm kind of scared to read, and I think that's one reason why I postponed on reading it. But it's what I gather, it's kind of set in the 1800s, and it's supposed to be like really spooky, but the way it's described is kind of described as kind of written like a classic, and I'm not the biggest fan of classics, so I'm kind of nervous about this. But the main character is a kind of like a governess. She's a governess. I was trying to think of the word because I was going to say nanny, but she's a governess, and Sound of Music is like one of my favorite musicals, and you know the main character Maria is a governess, so I think that part really intrigues me. But I'm hoping that this is spooky, but I'm hoping that I'll like the writing style as well. So yes. The next one is I've Got Your Number by Sophie Kinsella. I have 2 of her books, and I was kind of nervous to read it, and I think that's one of the reasons why I kind of pushed past getting to this. But I tried reading her Shopaholic series, and I DNF'd it because I couldn't get past page like 50. So this one just sounds like really cute, and this woman finds this phone in this trash can, and she kind of like pretends to be this guy's like secretary or whatever, and it just sounds really cute, and I'm hoping I'll like it. So yeah, I'm scared. This is going to be my first Sophie Kinsella book. The next one is Room by Amie Donahue, and I actually found this for $1 at a library sale, and I just haven't got around to it. It's been a while since I've got it too, and I think basically everybody knows what this is about. It's told in the perspective of a 5-year-old boy, and him and his mom are trapped in this room, and hence the title. And I actually saw the movie, and I loved the movie, and I know I watched the movie before I read the book, but watching the movie is pushed me more to start reading the book, because yes, and I had meant to read the book first before I watched the movie, but I was just like, I'm not sure about this. But after watching that, I'm definitely going to read it this year. Too bad I didn't get to it last year though, so yes. The next one is The Color Purple by Alice Walker. I don't know why I didn't get around to it. I don't know. But it's told in like letter format, and I don't know. Hoping to read it this year. I definitely meant to read it last year. I feel like the letter format is going to make the reading experience go by faster, so I'm hoping that's the case. The next one is Story of a Girl by Sarah Sarr. If you guys see my January to be read, you know that this is on my list to read this month. This book is really short, and I had meant to read it last year, but I just didn't for whatever reason. Or I guess, you know, I didn't have time. But this one is about this girl named Deanna, who kind of has the title of school slut, and kind of ever since her father kind of caught her in the car in the with an older boy. So yeah, it's kind of, I guess, a story of like reputation and everything like that. So yes, and it says here now a movie on Lifetime. So yes. The next one is The Storyteller by Jodi Picoult. I am behind in my Jodi Picoult books, and to be honest, not all of her work kind of interests me, but this one definitely does. And I definitely meant to read it last year, and I just, for whatever reason, didn't get to it. I feel like it's kind of imitating. It's not that it's necessarily big, even though it's like over 400 pages, but the concept sounds really interesting. What I think I gather from this is that this this young woman is befriends this elderly gentleman, and comes to find out that he was a German soldier and the Holocaust, and where her mother is a survivor of the Holocaust, and that's the whole point that I'm gathering from it. And it's, the Holocaust is like one of my interests of mine. So yes. And the next one is My Last Kiss by Bethany Neal. This one just sounds like really interesting. It's got a mystery, suspense, thriller, and I just really want to. And I actually really love this cover. I really love this cover, and this one just sounds really intriguing. And I had meant to read this in October. I just have so many books I want to get to, but this one is about a girl named Cassidy who she doesn't remember her murder, and so it's kind of like trying to figure out like who done it, like what happened to her and everything. So yeah, very interested in this. The next book is A Thousand Split Suns by Khaled Hosseini. This book, okay, I've had on my TBR shelf since 2013. I still have not read it, and I'm very upset with myself because I did want to read it last year, and I just was like, I don't know. And I read the Kite Runner, which I got the Kite Runner the same summer I got this, and I loved the Kite Runner more than I thought I was going to, and I just been postponing on this, and I don't know why. But yeah, I'm not even really sure exactly what this is about, but I loved the writing style that Khaled Hosseini had, at least in the Kite Runner, so I'm hoping to enjoy it just as much as I did that book. So yes. And my last book, my books just fell. My last book I have here is Illuminae by Kristoff and Amie Kaufman, and I'm kind of nervous about reading this just because, like, I don't listen to audiobooks that much, but I have been recommended to read the audiobook of this, and I don't know, I feel like that's kind of the way to go, but I don't really like to read audiobooks, so I guess we'll see. But everybody knows what this is about, and honestly, all I know is that it's kind of told in like files and interviews type thing, and that the year is 2575, so that sounds really interesting. So yes. Anyway, so that was it, and I hope you enjoyed this video. Sorry, my book's falling. So I'll see you guys next time. Bye.